Good morning. Today is April 8th. So we're going to be doing Proverbs 8, Wisdom's Call. Does not wisdom call out? Does not understanding raise her voice? At the highest point along the way where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Beside the gate leading into the city, at the entrance, she cries aloud. To you, O people, I call out. I raise my voice to all mankind. You who are simple, gain prudence. You who are foolish, set your heart on it. Listen, for I have trustworthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. My mouth speaks what is true, for my lips detest wickedness. All the words of my mouth are just. None of them is crooked or perverse. This is wisdom speaking. Wisdom is a spirit for anyone who may be lost in the sauce and don't understand. But this is wisdom speaking, and wisdom is actually a spirit. To the discerning, all of them are right. They are upright to those who have found knowledge. Choose my instructions instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. I possess knowledge and discretion. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance. Evil behavior and perverse speech, counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have insight. I have power. By me, kings reign and rulers issue decrees that are just. By my princes govern. By me, princes govern. And that's the problem now. We don't have anybody, you know, in Congress, because that's really who runs the United States. They always make us vote for a president that doesn't even really hold any weight, which laugh out loud, right? When it's actually Congress who holds all the weight, allegedly. And judging by the way America is going and has been going, you can clearly see nobody in Congress has wisdom. Not one person. But let us continue. And rulers issue decrees that are just. By me, princes govern, and nobles all who rule on earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness along the path of justice, bestowing a rich inheritance on those who love me and making their treasuries full. The Lord brought me forth at the first of his works. Before his deeds of old, I was formed long ago. So, this is when it starts telling us when wisdom was formed, right? Duh, I was formed long ago. At the very beginning, when the world came to be, when there was when there were no watery depths, I was given birth. When there were no springs overflowing with water, before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills, I was given birth. Before he made the world or its fields or any of the dust of the earth, I was there. When he set the heavens in place, when he marked out the horizon on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above and fixed securely the fountains of the deep, when he gave the sea its boundaries so the waters would not overstep his command, which is super cool. And when he marked out the foundations of the earth. So, do you guys see the depths and the importance? Like, because literally at this point, if you listen carefully, wisdom is literally telling you, I'm God's right hand man. To be in me is to be close to God. But the only way to God is through Jesus Christ, which is why the path is narrow, because it's literally a one-way street. And that one-way street can only fit a golf cart. Just you and Jesus. So if you're trying to see the king, you gotta get with Jesus. But now remember, wisdom is God's right hand man, so you know, you definitely you want to get that spirit of wisdom up all up in you. All up in you. Yeah. Then I was constantly at his side. Do you guys hear this? Verse 30. Then I was constantly at his side. I was filled with delight day after day, rejoicing always in his presence. I'm telling you, because what is this? Oh, can you imagine? Oh my gosh, there's this movie called The Encounter. I'm always bringing up a movie, right? But so what? Listen, this movie called The Encounter. Oh, it's so good. It's about these people who they're traveling on this road that's closed down for the night, and they get rerouted and they bump into this diner. Last Chance Diner. And at that diner, the server just happens to be Jesus. Like, this movie is so cool. I'm going to link it because it's actually in the Christian movie playlist, I believe, because I did look it up. I actually went and searched for the movie because that movie was so good. And when the Holy Spirit brought it back to my memory, when my daddy brought it back to memory, I'm like, yay, yes, I remember that movie. I love that movie, The Encounter. Yes, they actually have 3 parts. All 3 of them are good. I think I came across 2, but I'll link them for whoever may be interested when you have time. Mm. Rejoicing, I'm on verse 31 now. Rejoicing in his whole world and delighting in mankind. Now then, my child, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Listen to my instructions and be wise. Do not disregard it. Blessed are those who listen to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For those who find me find life and receive favor from the Lord. But those who fail to find me harm themselves, and all who hate me love death. And I think we can all agree to this because, anytime we do things foolishly or without wisdom, it don't turn out like how we be thinking it was going to turn out. So, wisdom is something you definitely want to get, you know, definitely, which is the importance of the book of Proverbs and why the Proverbs of the day is a very special thing for me because that helped me get the wisdom that I have. So, the verse of the day that stands out for me is going to be I actually had this earlier, but I had to do the thing all over again. The microphone didn't even record. Mm. I think it was 35. For those who find me, find life and receive favor from the Lord. But definitely 33 is good too, because listen to my instructions and be wise, do not regard. I can personally say I have my own experiences where I did not listen to wisdom, and when I look back, I'm like, yep, I should have listened. I should have listened. But it's okay. We live, we learn, we're human. Make mistakes, we're not perfect. Every day we fall short of God's glory, like every day, guys. So please. And I just want to address something really quickly, right? Because this is on my spirit, and you have so many people who are, quote unquote, living right. They're like so holy and sanctified and haughty and upright. And they'll look down on somebody who heart is pure, but they're going through outer circumstances, like they may be on drugs, or because yo, I notice a lot of the people who end up using drugs, like hardcore drugs, yo, a lot of them be like cool, good-hearted people. And one thing that I think a lot of people tend to forget, even these upright, haughty, sanctified, saved saints, they forget that one, God and Jesus still love them regardless to what they're on or not on. No drug we on can make God not love us. That's crazy. He loves you. Drugging or not, he loves you. Like, I promise you. Listen, okay. And I want to say this with the utmost respect. And I'm not saying this to encourage anybody to go out and start smoking. This is just listen. Just listen. For God, there will literally be, okay, let's say it's two people in front of God, right? You have one person who does not smoke. They go to church. They do whatever other quote unquote good deeds they do for the public that they do, right? You have another person who smokes, uses drugs, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? They may have to survive how they need to survive, or whatever the case is. If that person who is righteous and sanctified, if they heart is dark as midnight, and that person on drugs, heart is made of flesh and God know their heart is made of flesh, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. That person smoking and on drugs will be accepted by God way faster than that sanctified person. Why? Because it all goes back to heart posture. God don't care about if you smoking, loking, cloaking, begotten. He don't care. I mean, he cares, but he don't care from the sense of like he's going to push you away and reject you because of that. No, that's not the case. He's not gonna do that. But if you have a dark, nasty heart, that's the fastest way for him to not want nothing to do with you. Especially if he sends Jesus to you and you reject him or deny him, my friend, my friend, if you get that invitation, I just advise you to take it because not everybody get it. And I can guarantee you there's a lot of people in hell right now who wish they would have took that opportunity. So think about that throughout the day. God loves you. And regardless to what image people put on for the other people to see, just know God know your heart. So as long as you personally build a relationship with God to where you say, God, I want my heart to be clean and cozy for Christ. Huh? He will definitely work with you. He is gonna work with you. And he is gonna love you. He does love you anyway, but you're gonna feel it more once you accept him because you're gonna start to realize all of the things that could have happened that didn't happen because he loved you and kept you. So just take that into consideration, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for now because I feel myself about to get emotional, and I don't want to get all stuffy and be on here all crying and all that stuff. But we love you guys, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to thank God, thank Jesus, and just if you can, just check with him daily. Actually, as a matter of fact, check with him daily. Ask him, how's my heart? Like, what else needs to be cleaned out? Like, you know, show me what I'm doing that's not pleasing to you, that's hurting you. He will show you. Mm-hmm. Some spiritual spankings. He will show you. But we thank God. We thank God. All right, guys. We love you, and we'll catch you in the next one later.